Okay, I'm taking my medication now and I'm finding it really hard to open the bottle. And I just literally drove from the train station to the house and made a cup of tea, like perfectly capable. But now I can't even open a bottle of medication, and that's the highs and lows of Parkinson's. The contrast is so stark. In my case, I think it might be even starker than most people, that it's like night and day. And it's like, I compare it to being an 82-year-old and then being a 32-year-old, but now I'm 33, so that doesn't work anymore. But it's so crazy, and you can't fathom it unless it's your body. It's like a yo-yo, up and down. You go so many times a day, and I don't think you ever get used to it. My husband laughs and he says the only thing that still works is my mouth. But I just think, you know what, at least that I've got that so I can tell people what I need. My counsellor, because I'm going to therapy, she says that I need to accept it. But how do you accept that your body loses power so many times a day? But then I have to catch myself mentally when I fall into like an abyss of doom and gloom. And I think, you know what, Shamsa, it could be so much worse. You could be completely 100% bedbound and you could not have the glimpses of light that you have during the day. Yeah, so I have to be grateful, not hateful. If that makes sense. I got Parkinson's when I had my daughter, but then 2 years later, when I got a medication that worked for me, I got pregnant with my son, much to the annoyance of my Parkinson's nurse, because she didn't know what to do with me, because there's no research done on pregnancy and Parkinson's, so she thought that I'd give birth to like a hybrid alien. So yeah, when my kids were really little and really really dependent on me, I always used to have an anxiety in the back of my mind that if they need something immediately, because you can't tell a little screaming baby, kind of wait, like, I've got no power, can you just kind of park your needs over there while I get my act together? And I used to always worry that I wouldn't be able to meet their needs straight away because kids want instant gratification. So I always used to have someone that helped me, like extra pair of hands. But now as they've grown older, they understand that mummy sometimes slows down, that mummy sometimes can't do stuff straight away, but that mummy will do it when she can do it. So they're learning a bitter lesson of patience, but like in the long term, it'll do them good, I think, hopefully. But I think that's not a bad thing for this current generation to have a bit of patience. Does that make sense? This world is so fast paced and so like run, 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 run. And I feel like, you know, when you slow down, then you gain more appreciation of things. So, you know, when you eat slowly, food tastes better. We miss so much of life because we're always rushing. And you know, Parkinson's forces me to slow down begrudgingly, but you know, you actually gain more when you slow down. And because you notice more of the nuances of life. Does that make sense? You'll notice my catchphrases. Does that make sense? I'm trying not to say it, but I do say that a lot. I think that comes from my teaching days. When I was teaching, I was like trying to make sure that the kids understood what I was saying. But yeah, that's my go-to phrase.